Good morning. Got a 2003 Lexus IS300 in the shop today. I'm going to be removing this cylinder head. It has a severely blown head gasket. Never done one of these before, so I'm going to be learning as I go. But, I mean, it can't be that much different from other engines. So, let's get started. So these 2JZ engines are usually pretty bulletproof, but the radiator on this one broke and all the coolant leaked out. So it must have overheated pretty bad to roast the head gasket. But just looking at this, I mean, it's really easy to get to these bolts for the exhaust manifold. The intake manifold looks like it comes apart in a few pieces. I think one of the hardest parts looks like I have to deal with this harness that goes across the top. Not sure how that's going to come apart. I have to take the timing belt apart, obviously. And there's probably just a bunch of miscellaneous hoses and connectors and that need to come off. So I'm gonna get that GoPro running. Let's get this thing apart.
You are my sun. You are my sunshine. You are my sun. Breath away. You are my sun. You are my sunshine. You are my sun. Breath away. You are my sun. You are my sunshine. You are my sun.
So you can actually see in some of these cylinders here, the coolant is escaping. Look at that. Through the exhaust. That's wild. That's a pretty severely blown head gasket. Quick inspection on this cam gear. Looks like the VVTi stuff is leaking, so I'm going to recommend that they change that before this goes back together, because that cam gear is coming off. But this is in time. In lieu of saving time, I'm going to just unbolt the tensioner for now, and I'll get the belt off, and then I can get the head off quicker. And when I go to put it all back together, I'll take this bottom stuff back apart. after riding the struggle bus for a minute. I was trying to get this harness out of here, but I noticed that it goes down between the manifold here, which in turn goes down to this knock sensor down here, which is incredibly hard to get my hand on. So I switched gears a little bit, unbolted the manifold, and I was able to slide my hand down through here, unplug it, and then I noticed there's an ECT right there that also needs to be unplugged, and it's much easier to do it this way. So intake manifold is off. I think I'm actually gonna remove it completely just to get it out of the way. What a pain that was to get out. The fuel line bolts to the bottom of the manifold on one of these here. Yikes, I need a break. I think it's lunchtime, and then I'll get back, which will be the next clip for you. Cam gears are tight. As you see on the cam here, got these flats. Can put wrenches on. But quick note, these have lifters and shims on them. So we're gonna take one cam out at a time, and we're gonna take one lifter and shim out at a time, and keep them corresponding with each lobe on its corresponding camshaft. Keep everything organized, that way it goes back together and valve clearances don't get screwed up.
Where's the gasket?
All right, cylinder head is off. This hose was the hose I was struggling with when I tried to get the head off. I forgot to remove that. That goes right there. But it wasn't too bad. I struggled the most with the last bit of the intake manifold that goes right here. That took the longest. It's probably an easier way, but this is my first time taking this head off on one of these engines, so it is what it is. Anyway, this thing, it's toast. The whole row, well, not almost a whole row of exhaust head bolts were looser than the ones on the intake manifold side. I don't know why that happened, why they started backing off, but the threads look fine. Doesn't look like you pulled the threads. Here I have the cams and lifters all organized with the corresponding lobes. So what I'm going to do is cover this up with a big piece of plastic, and I'm going to roll this cart over to where there's an area of the shop where no one goes. So there's no chance of bumping this or moving this, and everything stays right where they need to be to go back together. But that's where I'm going to leave this video. Hope this helps if you're taking one of these apart. Thanks for watching.